Definitely another tutorial.
Okay, so welcome back to my channel, you guys. Today I'm going to be doing a talkative video where I'm just gonna get ready for the next video I'm about to film. Anyway, so I'm gonna start off with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. I like it because it just holds everything together so nicely. What am I gonna talk to you guys about? I guess I can start off with me. So recently I left my, what is this? I'm using the Ebony Brow Definer by ABH. Recently, I left my job. It was too far for me. Like, yeah, I've been there for 2 years and I did enjoy the job, but it was just like people were not professional and it was getting old for me. On top of that, it was too far and I was always winding up like damaging my car just to get to work. Where I was working was downtown, and so I don't know if y'all have ever been in downtown Dallas, but there's a lot of potholes. Like, there's a lot of potholes. People drive like they don't care about their lives or yours. My car was just getting jacked up and it was becoming expensive to fix. So the benefit did not outweigh the consequence. So I was like, okay, I gotta get out of here. So I left, and then for a while I was being a teacher's aide. And since the school year ended, obviously I was gonna need another job. So I've kind of just been all over the place, and relying on Jehovah has really helped because I see his hand in my life. Like, I see him helping me to make things come together like they need to. I had interviews with Mac and I got the job. The only thing is that I start my job in 2 weeks, which is fine. Like, I think that's normal. I can't remember. But like, obviously with me not working, I do need something to do so I can pay my bills. And oh Jesus, your girl is trying not to be anxious. So in the meantime, I've been working on this channel, trying to make sure that, you know, I'm creating content for people that, you know, who watch the channel and stuff that y'all actually want to see. Because let me tell you something, there is nothing more annoying than making videos and then realizing that nobody cares. And I've been thinking about working towards monetizing my channel because obviously having additional sources of income is never a bad idea, especially if it's not something that's hindering me spiritually. So I'm going to work on making content for you guys that you're going to enjoy, stuff that you actually want to watch, so that I can monetize my channel, you know, and make some extra coin. And let's just keep it real, because a lot of people be acting like, oh, I don't like YouTubers because they just want to make money and blah, blah, blah. But think about it like this. Who goes to work and doesn't want a paycheck? Nobody. Nobody puts a whole bunch of effort into something that they enjoy or something that they're working hard on and does not want to be compensated for it. And to me, the best part about YouTube is your subscribers don't have to pay you. Like, your subscribers are not the ones cutting the check, so you guys don't have to worry about, you know, dishing out coin. Really, you don't have to worry about being the one to dish out coin. You're really just being entertained or educated depending on whatever it is that you're watching. And so I appreciate that aspect of it because, quite frankly, if I had to ask my subscribers for money, I would be like, I don't know, I would feel really bad. I would feel ashamed. I don't even know. But yeah, so, and then of course people have like affiliate codes and stuff like that. But let me tell you something, when it comes to affiliate codes, if I'm going to be shopping somewhere anyway, I would love a discount code. I don't care who, you know, is getting the money for it. But if it's somebody that I like and enjoy, I'm definitely going to use it, because what sense does it make not to use a discount code just because you mad about somebody else getting money off of it? Like, they've done their job, they work hard, you know, hopefully, and that's why they gain that affiliate code. I get offered affiliate codes all the time, but I never accept them because I have a fear of people feeling like my opinion on the product or the brand is dishonest. And that's a battle that I don't feel like fighting, you know? Part of me feels like I shouldn't decline opportunities like that because it doesn't do anything for me. And it really doesn't do anything for y'all either, whether you agree with people having affiliate codes or not. It does nothing for anybody for me to decline it. So anyway, I'm priming my eye right now, and I want to do a green look. I saw Aaliyah, her name is Aaliyah's Face on social media and YouTube and Twitter. I saw her do a green look, and I was looking at all of my palettes, and I'm like, let me go over here and pick up something that I haven't used in a while. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say that her doing that green smoky eye she did definitely influenced me. So the palette that I'm gonna be using is my Makeup Shack Rainforest palette, and I used Rocio's code to get a discount, because you can get a discount. So I'm gonna start with this color right here. I'm just gonna pop this into my crease like so, and I will be following up with yellow because I don't have any transitions for this that are also green. You know what, I feel like a lot of people talk about this subject, especially on Twitter. I feel like all of the drama that comes from social media influencers begins and ends on Twitter. They kind of just bring it all to YouTube. I don't know. So as far as drama in the beauty community, you know what? I think everyone is tired of it, except for the people who keep bringing it up. I honestly feel like people feed off of the drama, and there are certain types of people who like the cycle of things. It draws attention to them. It draws attention to the people that, you know, are subscribed to them and their interests. It gives people the opportunity to speak out, speak up, you know, and encourage all kind of things, protests, anger, frustration. Personally, I've always been, like, when it comes to drama, even if it might be about me, I've always been the kind of person that's just like, address it and shut it down, and that's it. Like, it doesn't have to be all this extra mess. We don't need to be going back and forth. We don't need to be talking about people getting canceled. We don't need to be trying to drag people for this and that. If you really don't agree with someone's morality, because that's what it's boiling down to. People are acting like, oh, this person is just so corrupt, they're so wrong, blah, blah, blah. If you really don't agree with someone's morality, what they stand for, or the things that they've done, then just don't associate yourself with them. Regardless of what you feel and think, people are going to do what they want to do. And even if you don't agree with it, you have to, or you don't have to, but it's better to respect people's decisions and the fact that they have the right to do whatever they want, than to get caught up in the drama and be angry and be upset and stress yourself out over something that they're doing, you know? Because just imagine if everybody jumped in on all of the stuff that's been happening lately. It would be a mess. And another thing I'm over is people saying the beauty community is dramatic, the beauty community is full of negativity, blah, blah, blah. It's really not. What you see is what you associate yourself with. If you are following people who are negative, hateful, racist, contradictory, lack morale, if you're associating your accounts with people like that, or people who support people like that, obviously that's all you're going to see. Duh, you're going to see drama. Duh, you're going to see people being negative and hateful and snapping at each other. What do you expect, you know? But to say that the entire beauty industry or beauty community is dramatic is excessive. That's excessive. That's a stretch. She's reaching, Your Honor. That is a bit much, okay? Because it's not true. And that goes along with what I was saying about how, you know, I honestly believe that some people enjoy the drama. They enjoy it. They enjoy having something to talk about. I've gotten to the point where I don't even know what's going on. People will be like, have you heard about? And I'm just like, no, because I don't support those people. You know, like I don't know them. I don't support them. And if I find out that you do something that I don't agree with, I'm not going to keep up with you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to talk about you. I'm not going to bring up your name. I'm not going to drag you or, you know, associate myself with the commentary of people who loathe you or hate you. We ain't got nothing to do with each other. So why do I need to know what's going on? And I've done that with quite a few people. You know, half the time I forget that they exist until they do something extra, something new that has the whole world upset, you know? That's my stand on that, on people saying the beauty community is negative and dramatic. It's not. It's who you choose to associate with, who you choose to talk about, you know, and all that other stuff. That's what's negative. In my little corner, that's what I call it, my little corner of the beauty industry, we don't have problems like that. Like, I don't have people in my mentions, you know, arguing with each other and stuff like that. Like, we don't have that problem. And it's all about who you associate with and how you establish the environment of your social media. Like, are you negative? Are you hateful? Are you dramatic? Are you always cussing? Are you always acting crazy? You know, what are you doing? Okay, so I have this pigment from MAC called Old Gold, and I think I want to use that too. I wanted to ask y'all, okay, so what do y'all think about the new releases from ABH? I don't know that it's launched yet. I don't think that it's launched yet. I don't know. I know it's supposed to come out on May 28th. I haven't looked at today's date yet. I don't know if y'all follow me on Twitter, but the day that the owner of P. Louise decided that she was gonna say the N-word and then try to justify it was the day that I was like, okay, the only person who doesn't have an eyeshadow primer is Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I was just like, yo, y'all need to steal her Krabby Patty formula and just put it in an ABH bottle, because I know there's ways around it. I know y'all can do it because companies steal from each other all the time. They take ideas or inspiration from one another all the time. So I was like, yo, y'all gonna do this or what? Like, are y'all gonna make this happen? Because she has clearly fumbled the bag. Get that bag, Anastasia Beverly Hills. So I'm excited about it. I also love how it comes in more than one size. I like that they have a small one and then they have a big one, because obviously not everyone can afford to buy maybe the regular size or the larger size. And then if you want to test it out, you're really only spending 13 bucks, which is not a problem, not a problem. This is actually really cute. Normally when I'm doing eyeshadow, I cannot talk this much. Normally I have to be quiet and focus. Y'all are getting to see just how much of a chatterbug I actually am. So I'm just gonna take this Anastasia Beverly Hills glitter. This is in the shade Electric, and then this is a random glitter that I got. I forgot the name of it, but I don't even know if it's sold anymore. So I am really excited about my journey with MAC. For now, I'm just gonna be a freelance artist, because I find that getting a permanent position at MAC is kind of difficult. I mean, it's not like they're not available per se, but I feel like it's difficult because they don't really need a ton of permanent artists. They kind of just need help here and there, from what I understand, and that's where the freelance artists come in. Like, somebody calls in and they need a backup. They can't just go without having people at the counter. So instead of them having maybe 10 employees at one counter, they'll have like 5 or 6, and then there's a whole bunch of freelance artists. I have always wanted to work with MAC. I feel like they are or at least when I was growing up, MAC was like the epitome of makeup artistry. Like, nobody could step to these people who work at these counters because they are makeup artists, you know? They were the pros, etc. I still think that MAC is considerably influential, and I think that their standards are still pretty high, you know, depending on what level you're working at, despite anyone having a bad attitude. Or I remember when people started to come out with their my experience at MAC videos. Oh my god. I watched quite a few of them because I really wanted to know. In all the videos of them complaining, usually they did something. Like, they came into the store with a bad attitude, but they expected the employees to like just take what they were handing to them, or they were going inside of the drawers, the storage, to get products instead of, you know, like waiting for them to come get it for them, which is a big fat no-no. What are you doing? Like, I know you're a customer. I know you got stuff to do. I know you want to get your product and go, but you're not supposed to be in the drawers. Like, this is not for you. This is not, like, there's a reason why there's no handles. There's a reason why it just looks like a really cool setup. I would like to see more of the high-end side of working with MAC. This is really snatched. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff that I'm trying to get into with MAC. I don't want to just be working at a counter. I don't want to just be hopping from place to place. I am also working on building up my clientele so that I have additional work outside of being with MAC, which is of course important to me because I got bills to pay. I feel like if you're not doing something that you love, what are you doing? You know? And for me, I can't sit around. I mean, I'd have to be getting paid a lot of good money for me to just be sitting at a job that I don't like. Like, it would have to be something I've never seen in my bank account type stuff for me to just be like, I can't leave my job, you know? I'm gonna take the milk primer. I feel like that is something that isn't often discussed when it comes to being a makeup artist as well. I don't think a lot of people really consider the risk that you're taking when you decide to be a makeup artist. If you're not consistent, if you're not careful, if you're not planning things out wisely, you can literally wind up falling flat on your face financially. And that's really scary because whenever you become a makeup artist, you're an entrepreneur. You're responsible for yourself, you're responsible for your clients. Everything that happens once you decide to be a makeup artist is basically on you. And I'm wearing the Fenty Beauty Foundation. This is in the shade 400 and 385. A lot of people want to work in this industry, in this field specifically, and aren't aware of all of the risks, aren't aware of how difficult it is. You know, you having to totally rely and depend on yourself. You have to build relationships that will make people come back to you and stuff like that. It's tough cookies. And it's the same thing with like being a YouTuber too. People don't realize that it's a lot of work having to capture and maintain the attention of an audience, among other things, is no easy feat. This video is going to be long than a mug. I hope y'all enjoy it because I feel like I don't be having nothing to talk about. So anyway, now that I've given myself a mustache, let me give myself a goatee just for fun. I am such a dork. Anyway, I'm going to blend this out with my Thrive Cosmetics sponge. I really do love this sponge. I remember when people were ripping and raving about LA Girl Concealer because they have so many shades. It's creamy and it's pretty pigmented. Like, look at that. That is really, really nice. I'm going to go ahead and set my face with the SACHA BUTTERCUP setting powder. I've got to make it a habit not to just be using all my good stuff for days where I'm not going anywhere because I'm broke. And I'm heavily setting my face. My foundation is actually darker than I am. And what this is going to do is make the foundation look like it matches. And I like to make sure that I go beyond my smile lines because otherwise it creates this weird little setting powder beard. Even though I don't contour my nose very well, I do like setting the sides of it. I'm going to take my MAC 129 brush, but I like to use it to bronze tour my face. I got this brush when I graduated high school. So I'm just going to dust this off because I don't want to leave it sitting here for too long. Now I'm going to take my finishing powder, the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder. Ooh, and please don't start coming for me talking about some, you're always using MAC products, blah, 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 just because I start working for MAC. Because let me tell you, I've been using these items for years. And if you only notice now because I work for MAC, well, and that's on you. I literally use this particular product in every single video. Anyway, let's get back to these eyes real quick before I finish my face. I'm just gonna take Dark Side. This is my go-to whenever I don't know what I want to do with my eyeshadow. I just take some black eyeliner, and you can use brown if that is your preference, but I just take some black eyeliner and I smudge it out and I make my lower lash line dark. I'm going to take this eyeshadow right here, the one I used to begin with, and press it right on top of the black. The black is really just acting as a base for the eyeshadow. So I'm going to take a little bit of this shade as well and just put it right there. And I'm going to take a little bit of this one. This one is like metallic, so I got to be careful with this. Get in my eye and it'll cause some problems. The blush that I'm going to wear is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Cocktail Party Trio, and honestly, it is my favorite out of all the trios because of this really pretty coral. I like that there's 3 brushes because I can layer them if I want to create a bit of an effect. And then for my highlight, because I haven't used highlighter in a minute, y'all. I don't be putting on highlighter, but I guess I should get back into it because there are people who like highlighter who want to learn how to use it. I'm just going to take my MARCEL palette. This is a highlighting palette. I'm going to use the darkest shade right here called Très Chic, but I like to come in super light-handed, and this is my favorite highlighting brush. I feel like with highlighter, a lot of people bring it down too far. Highlighter kind of reminds me of contour and bronzing in the sense that it really doesn't need to go past the outer corner of your eye, unless you know that's just what you're doing, that's just your thing. And that's the trouble with teaching people about makeup, because when preferences come into play, then a lot of stuff can go out the window. Wait, let me put my beauty mark back on. I don't know why, but a lot of people think that my mole is fake. They be like, oh, look at your mole, that's so cool. You know, like I put it on my face and it's like, no, it's there. It's underneath the eyeliner. So let's get into these lashes. I'm going to be wearing the Osa lashes from BEAUTE Rose, but that's what they look like. They're really, really pretty, really wispy. I love when lashes have these gaps in between at the band because it makes them easier to cut, and then the flare of everything is just so cute. So I'm going to line my waterline with this Too Faced Bulletproof. I don't know why they stopped selling this pencil, but this is the best white eyeliner I've ever used in terms of it actually staying on my eye. And so I'm just going to take my MARCEL mascara, whisk it through my lashes. Okay, so I'm going to wear Cider from ABH. But first I'm going to line my lips. This is the Morphe Vibes Lip Liner. And I do overline my lips. This is Cider Liquid Lipstick from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I sanitize this and I put it on the back because I actually use some of the products from my PR package in my kit, because Anastasia and Norvina have expressed that they do also want to support actual makeup artists. So yeah, I don't put my lipsticks directly on my mouth. And I like applying them with a brush anyways, way better than the applicator, because I feel like the applicator picks up a lot of product. Now y'all know I love my Fenty Beauty Gloss, but today I'm going to try this MAC Dazzle Glass again. This is a personal one, so it is going to go on my lips. MAC glosses are notoriously thick, but MAC glosses are thick than mud. And if you take your gloss and you only apply it to the center of your lips and kind of just fade it out, but not bringing it to the perimeter, you'll get that pretty glossy kiss look, but you won't have like the fading and the smudging throughout the day. This is thick. Finally, I'm just going to take a little bit of makeup mist. This is the MAC Fix Plus, and I'm using makeup mist instead of makeup setting spray because I'm not going anywhere, and I like to mist my face before setting it anyway, just to get rid of that powdery look. So this is the final look, you guys. As I said before, I'm not going anywhere. But I'm glad that I got to sit down and chat with you guys for a little bit and do my makeup. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up so I know if you like videos like this. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. But if you thumbs down, I'm going to need you to leave a comment down below and say why. There's no point in giving me a thumbs down if you're not going to leave a little bit of upbuilding criticism down below. So drop a comment and let me know. Also, let's not forget to subscribe to my channel, because I do know that 65% of y'all are not subscribed. Go ahead and log in. Don't be lazy. And share this video with your homies on Twitter, Facebook, and Pinterest, or whatever. Anyway, I will see you guys next time Thank you for watching, and yeah, peace.